computer. All right. So we're recording here. All right. So I found some pictures. Let's look through them. Some of you guys are going to get jealous. Maybe this year we can do this at the end of school year, whoever wants to. Let's see. Preview. Let's go to preview. Right click preview. Those are some seniors. That's a noble hug. Let's see. That's from right before COVID. Yeah. Look how happy. Look at that happy dude. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my beard. No masks. Yeah. Yeah. I miss those guys. They were good guys. All right. And then there's this one. Somebody took it of me. Was this Angel? Who took this one of me? Just transferred it this morning. Who was it? Nobody? Nobody took this? No? Then I found it in my. I look unimpressed. Okay. Then somebody took a cool picture of my truck tailgate with all the stickers. Look at that. There's the little kitty right. Oops. Look at right there. Look who's there. I made a sticker. Look at that. What does it say? It says, cats are monsters. And then I put, I love my Smokey. Yeah. I should have it somewhere. I don't know who took this one. I'm going to use part of that sign. I know these are not mine, but they were cool. And then this one somebody took, and the little pigeons just like looking down. Can you see it? I hate them. They're rats with wings, but that's okay. I don't go out of my way to hurt them, but I just don't like them. And look at the evil eye on this one. This one's looking down on us. Why? Because it is. Oh, I used to have a raven as a pet. Look at that evil eye. That is evil. All right. And then there's this cool self-portrait I did of myself with just my shadow when we were waiting for people to get their stuff at Salt and Honey. I like that one. I might use that. Yeah. And then on the way back with the juniors, there's like some angel sculptures right there coming up on some apartments. Might use those. Everybody look. Everybody look. See, listen up, everybody. Everybody. So look at, this is something I look at when I take pictures. So this one, and I've shown some of you guys, try to get sometimes like the light coming through. Don't point it directly at the sun, but a little bit of light is coming through and giving you these kind of cool rays, right? And then I took another shot that it wasn't doing it. And I'll combine those two right now. Sometimes you can do a cool combination, right? So that's something to look at when you're taking pictures. You got the one with the rays going over, but it's kind of flooding the image. And then you got one where it shows the whole image. So I'll show you guys what you can do. Here's some of the free fish. If anybody wants some free fish, these are African cichlids called zebra and mbunas. If anybody wants some, all right. I have like too many. They've been breeding. And then this is from the weekend. You can barely see me there, but I did another self-portrait because I was painting one of my apartments that I rent, and I was there late night, and that's me without a hat. Look at that. Enjoy your hair while you have it. Anyway, so I might use that. It's a little bit dark up on the screen. I might use that in my poster right now. Okay, so those are my pictures that I picked. Everybody looking? All right, you're going to right-click and open with Photoshop. Oh, I did the same thing. Sorry. Right click, open with Photoshop. Now, some of you guys, the cameras you guys took were set to shoot in RAW mode. You might see one that says CR2.CR2 or I forgot NEF, something like that. So I'll show you guys that right now. That's what we call the RAW format, RAW. And that's actually a good thing because you can pre-adjust a lot of things. And it kind of helps. All right, but here's the number one step to convert an image to black and white without doing a lot. This is literally a few steps, okay? I'm gonna do this one. This is from my phone. Can everybody see? Let me zoom in. I don't know why you can't see the whole screen. Hold on. You should be able to see the whole screen. Go to the, yeah, or something there. Hold on. Displays. Let's see if this works. Display settings. Oh, that's why. Let's go 1024 by 68. Why is this so low? See if that helps. Oh, that's better, but not showing this green. Hold on. I think we got it. Gonna show all of it. Oh, speaking of that, who owes me money? I have the receipt there. It's recording. Okay. Okay. All right. Everybody looking up here? We'll look at that right now. Okay. So here's my picture. Everybody look. Number one rule of Photoshop. You go to layers. Double click that one. What do you call this one? Original. Come on, computer. Oh my God. There we go. Original. Everybody watching? Command J, make a copy. Right now we haven't image sized it or anything. It's still the original size. This is from my phone, from my iPhone 7 Plus. I know it's old. And if you can check image size, right? We're not gonna mess with that right now. Okay. It's a very large image, 72 pixels per inch. It's considered low res, but not on this one because this is the original image from my camera, from my phone, right? We'll adjust that later. Okay. But the most important thing is we made a copy and you go to layer. This is the quickest way to make it look black and white without actually modifying it, right? New adjustment layer. Remember, these are the built-in ones. I know some people like using Lightroom and stuff, but Photoshop still can do this very easily. And guess what? You're going to choose the black and white one right here, right? It's that easy. Layer, new adjustment layer. Some of you guys might remember this from last year. Black and white, boom. Okay. You say, okay. You can even call this black and white once. Yeah, I did it once. And as soon as you did that, it took a filter and applied it and makes it look black and white. Now you still have controls. These are the properties. This popped up as soon as I did that adjustment layer. And what's cool about the adjustment layer is what? Is it permanent? What do you guys think? No, right? It's something you can turn on and off. Look at this. Click it on, off. But you can adjust it as long as that layer is selected. All right. And here's my properties. Now these, everybody look. Everybody looking up there? Now, this is still controlling the filter only, but because it's still in color and this is just a filter on top, you may get some cool variations or contrast. Oh, there, see how the chairs lit up real nice there, right? Some of these will have an effect and some of them will not, okay? There are some presets in here. You can try those out. They're pretty interesting. Blue filter, right? They'll give you different results on the black and white. Again, it is a kind of fake black. Oh, that one's interesting. A fake black and white, but it's a lot less work. It's already set up. You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to waste, half an hour, an hour. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you're trying to get something done quick. Oh, wow, look at that. That was pretty good. All right. And again, you'll see it on the video. There's a little bit more detail because when I just do this here, you really can't see. All right, so I'm gonna go with default. And again, these little sliders, oh, look at that. The chair went real dark. All right, so I'm gonna find a balance here. I think I'm gonna use this one as one of the first ones. All right. These don't give me any results. None of the magentas or reds. It's mostly the red up here. It kind of gives me an effect. Oh, that's interesting. I like that one. We'll go with a dark. All right. So again, not permanent. All you did was select layer, adjustment layer. This is a filter. Boom, done. Done with that one. I'm going to use that one as one of them. And then that kind of falls into the category of not showing myself, right? I know that maybe some people say, oh, that's just your shadow. But again, most people that know me, they know, hey, that's Noble, right? It's identifiable. All right, let's go to the next one. There's a little bit of reed showing up there. Let's see. I can edit that out. I don't know. That one's difficult. I don't know about that one. And I think I'm gonna do the one where the pigeon, even though I didn't take a picture of that, that's fine. Okay. So same thing. Original. Right? Say okay. Command J. Now this one I am gonna crop, but not yet. Because I only want part of it. And technically you don't even have to. Okay. What's the thing? Layer. New adjustment layer, black and white. Right? Cool. That did that. Again, you can try the different things. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Once you do the adjustment layer, there's nothing that says you can't go back to layer, new adjustment layer, and see how there's some other ones. They're called levels, curves, right? Hue and saturation, right? They're different ones besides the black and white. And nothing says you can't do more than one of these. So watch this. What if I do levels? And I say, okay. So now, just like when you do Command L on a normal picture, you can also move them with an adjustment layer. And again, not permanent. See how it's already changing it. My computer's laggy today. Ooh, it looks really dark there. But again, all the stuff that you kind of know, Command M for what do you call it? Curves, right? All those things. You can also do it. So it doesn't mean you can just have one adjustment layer. You can layer the adjustment layers, right? See, I have two adjustment layers, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And all you have to do is turn them on and off if you didn't like what it did. See, it gives me detail in the sign, and then it takes it away, right? But the black and white one is the superior adjustment layer, and I'm going to do it one more time. New adjustment layer. Look at this one, posterize. That's one that makes it look kind of artsy, right? It makes it look digital. You guys have seen this. Yeah, it kind of took away the details, and it looks very poster-like. It made it almost into an illustration. I don't know if you guys can see the detail, right? And that's just a filter right there. Look. Look at that. It made it very high contrast. Okay. And what's cool is it's a quick effect, and it doesn't really mess with it. All right. So I can find a balance. Look, there it's gonna make it look kind of gritty, right? Right about there. It almost looks like somebody painted it. You can't see the detail on the screen, but I can see it here on mine, and you'll see it in the video. All right. So it looks a little pixelated, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna go with that. Let's go back to layers. That's how easy. It should not take you a whole class period to convert it to look to black and white. You don't need to go and look up a YouTube video that's going to take you hours to convert to black and white. You should do it quick. All right. So, and again, it's a simulated black and white. I'm going to save. Always save as PSD. Right. Save all your layers. I'm going to call this one Pigeon. Put my initials. I'm going to put it in another folder called PSD files, right? Try to be organized. I tell you guys, I'm not the most, but you got to try because somebody else might be working on this stuff later. All right, so that one's done. And then this one, I'm going to call it Noble Shadow. Save as. Save on your computer. I just created a folder, right? PSD files. Novo shadow. Oops. Sorry. And, all right. And notice I did not put HR on the end there. They're not high res yet, right? They're still just large images, right? I'm not even going to ask you guys to image size these. We're just going to start putting something together. All right. So I'm going to go back to Illustrator. That's where you should have started according to the assignment. And one of the things that I always get after you guys about is using Google or the internet to really find out basic stuff, right? You're like always asking these questions. So why don't we type standard poster sizes in print, right? And I've always asked, how many of you guys have posters in your room right now? Any idea? Any idea what size they are? Huh? Most likely, if you bought one at Walmart and it's like your band or Harry Potter, your favorite movie, whatever, the standard ones are 24 by 36. Like this one back here. This one I think is a little bit taller than a 36, but it is definitely 24. All right. And you can easily find stuff on the internet. So don't say, oh, I don't know what size to make this poster, right? There's some standards in print. Look at how easy I found this one. All right. These are some standard poster sizes. I don't consider an 8.5 by 11 a poster. It's more like a flyer, right? But 24 by 36 is a very standard size. It's usually what you can buy at Walmart. Okay, so 24 by 36. That makes sense. Let's go to Illustrator. All right, we're going to choose print, new file, print. That'll set everything up in CMYK. We want this in inches, 24 by 36. Pretty simple. No bleeds, no nothing, just say okay. All right, there it is. Command R, right? That just reminds you to see what size, right? Super important at the beginning. What size file are you making? A lot of people still forget this. Don't be that senior that doesn't know what size file you're using. All right, let's go to layers. We're almost done here. We'll be done just in time for break. Where are my layers? You're literally gonna have 3 layers max. If I ever find them here, hold on. Ooh, and I have some new 3D stuff to show you guys in Illustrator. It's done really, really well now. Sorry, it's because I have my it's because this thing won't let me see. Let's see. It won't let me see the layers. Hold on. For the projector. All right, give me a second. I gotta unplug it and plug it in. It's this one. Give me a second. Layers. Window layers. Oh, weird. I'm showing up. Oh, there they are. Oh, my screen is flickering. All right, I found it. Okay. Let's plug that back in. Got a bad video card on this computer or something. Sorry about that. Okay. There's the layers. Okay. Everybody watching? Very important. Layer 1, we're going to call it picture 1. Picture 2. Text. And I'm going to introduce on this one maybe some bars. You'll see what I mean. All right. Okay. Now we want to keep it very simple. So picture one, select it, Shift Command P to place. Right now, I'm just going to put my PSDs. It's probably better to see how big they are, 102.4, 108. But I just want to see how they look. All right. So I'm going to put the Noble Shadow. And I'm just going to place it. Notice how it takes up part of it. Right. I'm scaling it, no stretching. Obviously, I'm not going to include all of it. But I'd say somewhere like that's pretty interesting. I'd say right there. All right, and then the next one, picture two. Pigeon. Oh, it's evil looking down on me. All right, right about there. Bars. Now, this is where you can kind of do some interesting stuff. I'm just going to choose a dark black. Let's choose, that's 100% black, that's fine. And then you can create a separator with the bar. So watch, I'm going to turn this one off. Go to the bar. That should be your top layer. And you can do something like this. Something very simple, right? Like in the sample. Something that separates. You can make it look kind of, you could do another very thin one going down this way. Again, we don't want to overcomplicate it. We don't want it too crazy, but maybe something that blend kind of covers that. And this will go here. Let's turn the other one on. And here's where your clipping masks come in, right? So all I'm going to do to this one is I'm just going to clipping mask it just to see what it would look like right there. Anybody remember how do we do a clipping mask? Command what? To hide part of it. Huh? Yeah. A clipping mask. You create a shape. Command 7, Command 7, Command 7. Cool. Right, so that's looking like something. Now I'm going to do it to this one. And here I'm going to do that one right here. Same thing. Right, I'm doing a white one just so you can see it. Command 7, pick your picture and the shape. Right, that's looking good there. Now these bars, they're just vector, so I'm just going to snap them into place. Now, what the bars do is it kind of helps the two pictures kind of get together, because otherwise it would just look kind of weird, you know, two pictures. I got to zoom in. Oh, there's a stroke on that. I don't want that. Otherwise, there we go. Just snap it to place on the end right there. Right, and then this one too. Oh, look at that pigeon. Oh, okay, it's offset a little bit. I'll move that. Okay, the designer in me says that that pigeon is too close to this. I'm gonna take also the stroke off. Take the stroke. No stroke. No stroke on the black bar. Right? Very simple design. You're not thinking about it too much. But now, this one, the pigeon, the pigeon is like almost touching the bar. So I'm going to click on it with my direct select arrow, right? We can still move this image around if you select the direct select arrow, right? Even though it's inside the mask, I can move it around, right? I'm going to do this to where it's somewhere around there. I could even scale it still, and I'm going to do that because I want the word wrap to be a little bit visible. So I'm scaling using my shift. Go back to the direct select arrow, somewhere like that. Like, I know some people can still probably read that, but look at the pigeon right there. That's good. There's some good negative space right here with the sky. The bottom one shows me kind of, and there's an empty chair, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to hit save for the first time. Save on your computer. Call this 24_36 poster. Put my initials. See how easy? I'm gonna put this there on its own. Save as AI always first. Say okay, right? So we got these cool bars separating these two images. And now if you notice, just by accident, it kind of like juxtaposed this bottom part of this photo. It's almost like it goes like this, like a step, right? That's kind of interesting visually. All right, I think that's more than enough. All right, now I go to text. Anybody, what should I put? Oh, you want me to do that, flying rat? How about watching? How about surveillance? Big brother watching you.
That ain't my big brother.
I know. Huh? What? I don't know. I know. All right, let me hit save. Let's take our break because somebody brought it to my attention, which is good. And then we'll continue right now. I'll come up with a good word. All right, so we're recording again. Everybody look. Angel, Isaac, pay attention. All right, so I'm just gonna do the text. Remember, this is not anything fancy. We just want to get something printed. Pick 2 pictures. You can have more than 1 picture if you want. They must be pictures you took. Yes, is that what I said on the thing? Hold on.
Yes, that's what you took.
Yes, has to be a picture you took.
We asked you. And you said,
Let me look at the thing. I was looking at the thing here. I had it. I was looking at it. Create a personal sticker. All right. So we converted to black and white. Some part of a picture of you. You don't want to show your whole face. And then the 1 word. Okay, that's what I'm on now. So check it out. Look how quick and easy. I put the text layer at the top. I'm gonna find a nice font. What word did we say for this one? How about the surveillance, or what's a shorter one? No. Watching. I like watching. Okay, let's type watching right there. Watching is a good word. Right? Just line of text. Watching. Now notice I'm gonna copy this. I'm also gonna do an all caps. Remember, you can go to type, change case, uppercase. So there's a lowercase, uppercase, right? And then I like to make copies of these. And then I start looking through my fonts, Command T, right? You may want to download one. I don't know if I told you on there, you should download or find a new one. Let me see what we have. TS Bold, you said? I'll look at it right now. Let's do that. TS, new layer. TS Bold font. There you go. It's on the font. Oh, it's a big block font. Oh, nice. Download that. Let's do that. That's good. So let's download this font, install it. TS Bold, block bold, install. Oh, I like it. It's kind of compressed down. Very nice. It's validating it. Done. TS block. All right, I like it. So let's go back in here. I'm going to Illustrator again. Let's do a TS bold. Oops. Oh, just random question out of nowhere. Anybody still have a Halloween candy left? Really? Oh, wow. All right. So this one is very compressed. Now, there's no lowercase, but check this out. Watch what I'm going to do. Everybody looking? So I'm gonna outline it. Again, what did I say? You guys are seniors. You should be able to manipulate some type, right? And if you look at this right off the bat, look at the kerning. That's the space in between the letters. Look at right here, the A and the T. There's a big gap, right? Remember, this is from the font, and obviously, the width of some of these characters, right? That means each letter are not the same, right? So you get this kind of weird gap here. And again, we know how to use Illustrator, so we make a copy. Shift Command O, outline that font, right? Shift Command O. Now I can modify this, right? I can ungroup them, Shift Command G, right? And you should be able to do this. Check this out. Now, one other thing, remember what I said, sometimes you can mix and match numbers with letters, right? There's no E's or anything on this one, but check this out. I'm gonna look at some of the numbers. Let's look at 3. And I'm just looking to see if this is gonna work. It might not, but I always tell you guys, look at your, without stretching, I'm not stretching. What if I outline that 3 and use it as a W, right? I'm not gonna stretch it, I'm scaling because that font is already looking like this, right? And I'm gonna start doing some nestling, right? Again, I'm not saying this is perfect, I'm doing this very, very quick, right? But I am changing this. Especially, oh, I love doing this with the eyes. You guys have seen me do this before. So check out this eye, right? It's just a bar, right? What's stopping me from creating my own dot, right? I'm gonna choose another color just so you see it. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna select them, use my alignment tool. Make sure they are perfectly aligned vertically, horizontally, boom, right? Everybody watching, check this out. Don't forget how to do this. Oops, I cut some of it. Copy it, select both, the eye and the dot, Pathfinder, right? Minus front. I cut that little shape into it. Command F, paste it back, right? That's why I copied it before. And I'm gonna make my own dot. I'd say right about there. And make it black, right? Nothing stopping me from doing that. Again, I'm not saying this is perfect, oops. But I want this to look different. This almost looks like, I don't know what to say. Group that. I'm gonna space out the dot. I think the dot is still too big. I'm gonna scale it down. There. The width of the eye, that's better. Group those. I'll scale that down. Right? I'm just playing around with it, changing it up. Anything else? And don't forget, on these fonts, sometimes you have hidden characters. We went over this last time, how you can do the command or option and you get like different characters. Not all of them, right? This one doesn't have them. Let's see. Yeah, no, this doesn't have any. It's just a straight font. Okay, that's fine. But let's look at the numbers. See if there's anything we can use. I guess we could have used the 1, the 3 is a W. There's really nothing else that I see. Maybe the 9 could, no. Let's see if we put the 9 backwards. Let's see. Maybe it could be a G. Everybody looking? Check it out. Here's my 9. What if I change that up? It's still the same font. And then that's still readable even though it's facing the wrong way. Kind of, well. No, but the capital one is right. See, this one's correct. That's what's weird. Your capital is facing right and the lowercase is facing left. So I kind of like that. Anyway, okay, and you can change this up to you, right? I'm just playing around with this. Oh, here's another thing. Check this out. What if I did this and I use the dot? I'm just curious. Sometimes you can apply this cut thing to another. Everybody watching? Check this out. Sometimes you can do this. And now it doesn't make 100% sense, but what if I rotate that a little bit? It's almost like it's completing like an 8 part of the. Ooh, this might feel a little weird to do it this way, but let's do this, and then I'm gonna copy this guy. Again, just some variation. Illustrator, you gotta use its properties of what it's good at. I say, right? Why not? We're making something different. I mean, I could even continue and try doing the H. Let's see. Everything kind of centers around the I. Let's see. Again, let's see if it does work. I'd say right there is enough. What? Who's taking Xanax? What? I heard Xanax. All right. Hey, that kind of works. It almost looks like what's the logo for The Incredibles? Remember how they have like the eye? It just kind of came out like that. Anyway, so I switched that up. This A is kind of bothering me. Let's do the same thing. Copy. Yeah. Paste in front. Paste in front. Scale that guy down a little bit. Again, just modify it because I can, right? And you don't want it to look just boring font. There it is. I like it. I'm going to group that. I'll bring that over here. That didn't take me too long. Top layer, make it white. Oh, I like it. Oh, it looks like some kind of ransom note or something. I like it.
You can change the letter. I mean, if you, since this is quick, but you can always do different color boxes.
Oh, yeah. Little cubes. I see what you're saying. Remember, we're keeping it black and white, but I know exactly what you're saying. Watch this. Oh, very true. It reminds me of what you just said. Reminds me, there was a logo like from the old movie theaters that was kind of like that. But I'm gonna use grays.
Yeah, like use different shades of gray.
Yeah. Watch this. Send to the back. Different scales. See, we're working off each other's ideas here.
My friend made a birthday card.
That's cool. Let me rotate that guy. I like it. A little darker. Scale that down, rotate. Very nice. Might even do just strokes. Watch. Very interesting. Interesting idea. Oh, I didn't select it. A lighter. All right, so check that out. That was a good suggestion. Let's send these to the back. Oh, very interesting. Let's put a little tiny baby one right here. Rotate that. Almost looks like a video game design or something. I don't know. I like it. Interesting. And it's okay if they kind of flow over. Well, I kind of like this. Very interesting.
About to get.
That was random, but cool. All right, so there we go. There we go. I like this. Very good. Maybe do some little random ones here. Little random white. Oh, this became a thing now. Look at that. Very interesting. All right, so we got that there. Like this one here, random. Random gray colors. All right. Who's destroying each other? Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
back when I was a young child, like way too young to be playing with.
All right, so there it is.
Women on the street.
Save. How easy is that? Took a few minutes, right? Okay, so let's save. Now, remember originally I just posted the PSDs, right? I posted the PSDs. I placed the PSDs in here. What I would suggest, so you don't make a ginormous file, all you have to do is go back. Once you like what you have, go back to your original PSD photos. This will be the end of this. There's my PSD. Everybody look. Everybody look real quick. So there's my PSD. Now, if you look down here, remember this is flattened and then with your layers, right? We didn't do a lot of layers. Well, you may end up with a lot of edits within one, and you may end up with a file that's 100, 200 megabytes, right? Remember, when you place that into Illustrator and we make a PDF, that adds to the size of the PDF. So the right thing to do here is once you see how your poster looks good, say that this is ready to go and you like it, right? Say it's done. Okay. I'll make the watching a little bit bigger. Say that it's done and you save it. It's a good practice to go back. Check this out. I didn't edit anything else. I'm going to go to layer, flatten, because it's going to make it, don't save, right? You're going to do a save as. Save on your computer. And then just call this a JPEG. You'll know that this is the JPEG. And you'll put a new folder, final images for poster, right? Again, a JPEG is nice and flat. It's the smallest compressed file possible. I'll save that there. I close the file. Remember, you do a save as because you lost the layers. Oh, it's still saving. And again, this is going to make your print file a reasonable size and not too big and a pain in the butt. All right. Here's my other PSD, which was the pigeon one. Oh, I had it right here. The same thing. Everybody look. Same thing. Super easy. Flatten. This is going to make it easier to save your file, not ginormous. File, save as. Always save as a JPEG. All right. Finals for images. Choose JPEG. It'll make it flat. Say okay. And this will make the difference between a giant PDF. Remember how we had trouble printing to the laser printer, any big PDFs? If you ever just wanted to print it on a regular printer, it's going to take forever because the file's too big, even if you do the PDF. All right. So check this out. Everybody looking? Last part, links. So we don't want the PSDs in here. Here's my links. If you never looked at the links, right? This is anything you've placed inside. Yeah, anything you've placed inside Illustrator. All we're going to do is replace them with a JPEG, relink, go to the JPEG. Let me zoom out. PSD, final images. Was it the pigeon? In other words, you just replace, look how tiny these files are. They're 4.6 and 5.3. They're still the same res. They should be fine. All you're doing is replacing them. You can't even barely tell. Window, link, relink, right here. And you're just replacing them with your JPEGs. So you don't have a ginormous file. All right, cool. Done. Command S. You could probably leave the text here. It's not going to do anything. Right? You save it as AI and then file save as. Oh, it's still saving. There it goes. Save your PDF, press quality. Right? You can make a new folder, poster to print. You can put final. Save as PDF. Use artboards. Make sure you click use artboards if it lets you. Press quality. This is to print on our big printer. Hit save. Close it once it's done. And you're done. Cool.
Can I just go to that?
Yeah, that's fine. From England.
Oh,
Check it out. There's our PDF. Done. Done.
keeps going real cold and then he comes through.
What? Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm gonna post this video. People should be working on this, on the sticker. Yes.